Today, Precarious plays
MegaMan Battle Network. I think by the end of this is going to wind up being the most demanding thing I've had to do for this show.
Yeah.
Ooh, the safe thing is probably invis. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, unlike several of the games which we've played on the show, I have not played this one since I was a youngster. Like, it is a game that I have not gone back and revisited. And I think that, it really shows.
Yeah.
Oh, I might die.
I don't really want to agree with you.
Okay, cool. I thought that it was going to fire its wave before I had the opportunity to slay it.
Well,
But this is a very challenging game because it requires a lot of mental and physical gymnastics. And just that one adorable little blue-hatted man right now is going to ask more of me than, I don't know, probably like the entirety of Zone of the Enders.
yeah, Zone of the Enders was kind of infuriating, but I don't think that it was anywhere near the hybrid of skills that you're having to use for this.
Yeah, Zone of the Enders just had a few moments that I think that they confused a puzzle that required a very specific solution for like an engaging combat encounter. What I'm saying is one-hit kills
Yeah.
that you can only overcome in a very particular fashion. There's that really very clearly marking whoa, that was his. Okay.
Whoa, okay, wow.
It was a very trippy effect
Yeah.
because I thought that it like bounced it back at me or something.
That guy is... Have we seen one of those before?
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying, what is a squid doing in this stoplight?
So I probably should have thought to crack its little bubble shield first. Let me try it this way. Okay. Did it. You remember like the giant death beam from the skies boss?
Yeah, it was just huge and you showed up a couple of times and it was like, nope, you're dead. Several times.
And it took me... It was not immediately clear to me if I needed to use one of the abilities that I already had in a new way,
Yeah.
or if it was a situation where I needed to leave and come back again later. Oh, those do have HP. It's not just any damage breaks them. Okay.
Gosh.
These guys, they're not so bad. Like, I think that their attack did 60 damage. Ah, dang it. Let me fire another one.
Well,
Okay. Oftentimes, if you just eat a hit, they won't move. Which is certainly a way to get through.
I wonder why the background is not in some type of color theory sense. Supposedly we're in a stoplight,
Yes.
and I assume that the bright colors are supposed to signify the lights. And the swirling is supposed to signify a switching effect of some kind. But why go from yellow to violet and skip green when they could do an RGB representation pretty easily? I mean, it looks really cool.
Do you think stoplights are blue in Japan?
I don't think so.
I don't... Oh boy, oh good. You know, this is as great a time as any to further lament all that caffeine I don't have in me. I hate to think that... Part of me really hates to imagine that it would change anything, that it would solve my problem, you know?
Oh, yeah. Something that you and your body couldn't do for yourself.
Yeah. Can I get there in time before the shield regenerates? Nope. This is annoying. This is not so much fun and is more annoying than anything else.
Where do you think
now.
we are in the game relative to the end of it?
Well, there's probably, I think, one major scenario for each of the members of the WWW that they showed us.
Yeah.
Is this the third one? Because we fought someone at the waterworks, and then we... Well, no, because that woman has shown up twice.
Yeah, she has.
You know what? I think they might have suggested that they were after some sort of set of elemental chips.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already done fire and water, and this is probably electricity, right?
I would think so. Or light, if they're calling that an element.
No, like there are 4 elements in the game on chips.
Oh.
Screw it. I don't need to go that other direction. I'll get it later. I'll fix it in post.
There we go. It's the...
Bye!
Okay.
See you later. No, they want us to do this 4 times because 3 times just not enough.
But it's a rule. It's the rule of 3s.
Well, we haven't fought a boss yet. So the boss is probably going to be guarding the last one.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oops, accidentally skipped that. Just wanted to save the game. Sorry. Well, it was just land talking. Probably wasn't saying anything I couldn't get here. Change all the signals to red. Okay, yeah. But I want to be able to speak intelligently about the game we're playing as I'm playing it. Is that so much to ask for? Really?
Well, you could always ask me questions about how I'm perceiving the game.
Well, I want to do that too. That sort of feels like a cheat to me.
It's not. That's the whole point of me being here.
I'm pretty sure that the whole point of you being here is so that way I don't feel like such a nutter. Because that's one thing. I don't know how, like, there are very few, like, solo operators that I will watch talk over video games.
Oh, yeah.
Video games, right?
Yeah.
I can list them all for you really quickly. It's Pro Jared.
Okay.
List is done.
Okay. Good list. Good talk.
No,
I don't think that counts as a list.
That's not entirely true. I will also watch... Markiplier. Specifically when he plays the game Subnautica, because I find his voice to be very soothing.
Mm-hmm.
And Subnautica, as I think we've talked about on the show before, is my nightmares made real.
Yeah.
Made manifest. Someone
Yeah.
just looked inside my heart and then pulled that out to scare me, to show it to me and scare me and go, haha, this is what it looks like in there.
Oh, I found your weakness.
Wow,
Here.
they are very strong. Oh my god, too strong.
Too strong.
I thought before that it's because I wasn't paying attention and that thing had worn me down.
Mm-hmm.
Not the case. That attack just does too much damage for what it is. That was, I think, like 80 or more.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to find out the exact number because it will require, it'll mean I'll have to get hit several more times. Oh boy. Oh, and Commander Holly playing lots of stuff because she seems like a nice lady.
She seems nice.
Mm-hmm. But really, it's not a long list.
No.
And it's because I think that those 3 people
Mm-hmm.
don't sound like nut jobs whenever they are just sort of talking toward a camera.
Oh.
And I'm trying to think of an example. Something that has happened on our show.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was a time when I had to record something. I think it was very early for like Moonbase Alpha.
Oh, yeah.
I recorded something and I hated it. I hated doing it.
Yeah.
I felt like a dummy because it was just me sitting there sort of just talking to myself.
Well, having you to talk to makes me a lot less aware of the audience that will eventually be hearing and looking at us.
No, we don't have to worry about that. It's never going to happen. Trap!
It's a trap!
It was... You leave Star Wars out of this.
Okay.
Shut up about Star Wars.